My love, are you going through a breakup, or do you feel as though your relationship is on the verge of a breakup? Then, my love, I'm here to help guide and steer you in the direction to help you just clarify and understand perhaps what was going on within the situation, and what is there that we can learn from this. So today we have 3 piles for you to choose from. We have pile number 1 represented by the mask, pile number 2 represented by the ice cream, and pile number 3 represented by the car. So all you simply have to do is pick a pile that is calling out to you and scroll down into the description box where you'll be met with a timestamp linked next to each pile. Once you have chosen your pile, just tap on the timestamp that is linked next to each pile and you'll be fast forwarded towards the pile you have chosen. All right, so I do have a tarot spread that I will be using for today's reading, and we will understand the points on the spread in order to understand the current energy that's being displayed. All right, so take your time, pick your pile, and I will meet you in your chosen pile selection. All right, my love, with that being said, please do take care for now. Bye. All right, my darlings who have chosen pile number 1 represented by the mask, we are going to find out first and foremost, what did they do to you? How did they make you feel in the relationship? Are they in regret? How are you feeling now? Advice? What is there to learn from this? And as a bonus message, what will your next chapter be like? So I'm going to lay out your pre-shuffled cards and see exactly what is going on. So what did they do to you, pile number 1? So we have the Hermit. Okay, so this says there are some things that must be done on your own. So it looks like perhaps they've left you alone, they left you feeling isolated. Perhaps they didn't make you feel as though you are like connected to them, because even though you were in their presence, that didn't really mean much for you, because you still felt as though you had to fight for the position in the relationship. Perhaps they pushed all the struggles onto you. They left you feeling as though you don't really hold much value, or what you do have to offer is not really taken into consideration. I'm seeing for you as well, like they made you feel less seen. This could have been the type of person to not want to show you off, or perhaps want to keep you away from people, or keep you away from certain events, situations, or there's just like this underlying energy of hiding things from you. And you are always one to kind of discover like why this person keeps you out in the cold, and why they make you feel as though they want you to stay away from them. Because for you, when you're in a commitment or in a relationship, you desire to be, open, honest, vulnerable, have love, really share a deep bond and commitment. Like the both of you, or at least you felt as though you wouldn't really want to hide things from your partner when it comes to relationship, because they're the type of person that you would want to trust, and the type of person who would be like your best friend, apart from anybody else that may be in your world. This is the type of person that you would come and confide in, have a safe place with them. So I can see that they made you feel left out in the cold, and they made you feel as though you kind of had to strive alone when it comes to the relationship. And perhaps it made you feel as though like you're on a one-sided commitment. It felt as though perhaps you were the only one who was putting in the effort, or the only one that wanted to make a change, wanted to make the relationship have more spark or more love, bring in more enthusiasm, perhaps more romance, more trust, more honesty. And they just didn't want to hear that from you. It's like they kept you at arm's length and only talked to you or invested in you when, you know, it actually felt suitable to them. They didn't really understand your concerns or want to be involved in your own world. They didn't want to be a part of your own evolution when it comes to relationships. They didn't really take on board your ideas, your plans, your strategy. So I'm definitely seeing that they kind of kept you alone and just in your own space, to where you kind of felt vulnerable and you felt as though, you know, perhaps there's no context in this relationship anymore. There's no depth and there's no spark to kind of keep things alive. And that's why you kept like inner search, and you kept wanting to have some introspection in regards to how you can press forward and just move on. So how did they make you feel in the relationship? We have the Ace of Pentacles. So this says, wow, what an abundant opportunity. So I'm seeing that they made you feel as though there was this hope there. There was some sort of hope for always like a new beginning, a new fresh start. You know, there was always this emphasis on, yeah, okay, we'll do it. But there was no really long lasting commitment. There was no actual action there. It was just empty promises. And I can see, even though they may have given you things, it really was like temporary satisfaction, it was temporary pleasure, and it wasn't really long lasting satisfaction. Okay, this is the type of person that perhaps would give you things to keep you quiet or just keep you happy in that moment there, but there was no real long-term effects given to you. Okay, it was just like, here, just have this for now, and you know, let's not worry about what I did to you, let's not worry about the problems we had. You know, they definitely made you feel like you were the one that had like all the ideas, you were the one that tried to keep things stable. And it was just constantly you making the effort, you making the relationship work, you making the solutions to things. So let's see, are they in regret? So we have the Sun card. Give yourself permission to experience joy. So I don't feel as though that they're in actual deep regret, but what I'm seeing is they miss the happiness within the connection. Okay, they miss all the fun, the laughter, and all the good times. They are definitely wanting to experience this because they feel as though that they worked hard, and they feel as though that they were honest in the connection, but I feel as though they did not see your point of view and your side to things. So I'm seeing as though they are focusing on something else that actually brings them some sort of pleasure, and they're not really focusing on the effects of how things made you feel. They're actually focusing on other things and other aspects of their life that are actually going to draw in some sort of happiness. So they're not really dwelling on this situation. So how are you feeling now? So we have the Five of Wands. So we have a good coven, let's every witch have a say. So I'm seeing that you feel as though your points need to be heard. So perhaps you're trusting or confiding in other people who understand your story, who understand exactly where you're coming from. You are feeling as though that, you know, these challenges that you've been through, like, you didn't deserve to go through it, and you want to make yourself feel heard by someone. So you may feel supported by others right now, and I feel as though you just want to be heard by this person and have your feelings considered in regards to like what's gone on in the situation, because I'm seeing or feeling just a space of emptiness within you and just some closure that is actually missing in regards to the situation. So let's see some advice for you. So we have strength. It takes great strength to be soft. So I'm seeing for you, the advice is to don't allow yourself to be beaten down by the situation, and allow yourself to find the strength, okay, in your own gains. Find the strength in your own stability. This is about coming back to yourself and coming home to yourself again, not allowing yourself to be lost in the clouds or lost in your emotions, but find your way out of this by understanding, you know, your own values and what you're actually wanting from a connection. Because when you know yourself and you know exactly what you want, that is where you can step up and take the lead. Because if we are unsure of ourselves and actually what we are wanting, that's when other people can come in and kind of dictate our lives, and that may take us down a path that we actually don't want to go down. So this is definitely about you finding your power again and not allowing this situation to take over you or be the better of you. It's about you moving forward and knowing that you do have valid points as well and valid reasons in regards to why you feel in a certain way. So allow the stress or the negativity to be washed away by the innocence and the pureness of your love and your heart, okay? It's definitely about you regaining your center and finding your happiness again. So what is there to learn from this? We have temperance. So let go of self-imposed limitations. So this is saying that you must be, well, the lesson learned actually is about finding what works for you and focusing on that, not allowing other people to tear down your reality or other people to tear down the actual dreams, goals and aspirations you have when it comes to romantic connection, okay? It's definitely you learning that you must always strive to go towards the reality that you believe you deserve, okay? Not settling for less and allowing yourself to be harmonized by the beauty that comes to you. If there's a situation that doesn't work in your favor, you know, you can recognize that you can let it go because it's not meant to be here for you right now. You know, there's an understanding of the previous and the past challenges that you've been through, okay? Allow that to strengthen you and to progress forward alongside your journey. You do not have to, you're recognizing that you do not have to stay stuck in a position where it's stunting your growth, it's limiting your beliefs, it's limiting the type of lifestyle that you actually desire to have. It's definitely about you focusing on the lifestyle that you want to have and remaining centered and focused, knowing that you can have what it is that you desire and you do not have to settle for less just because something is being offered to you. So what will your next chapter be like? So we have the Daffodil Fairy with new beginnings. So perhaps this could be either the start of a new chapter, or perhaps it could be either you and this person rekindling and focusing on how you can mend the relationship, okay? There's this focus on understanding what you are wanting and what the other person is wanting and deciding if that is for you. If it is, then move forward and progress alongside your journey, because you deserve to have what it is that you are wanting, the aspects that you are wanting when it comes to relationship. That is what's wanting to come free for you. So you must trust and believe that you can have a new beginning, whether it's with this person from the past or with somebody new. Know that you will get your fulfillment when it comes to a relationship. All right. So my darlings who have picked pile number 1, I'm glad you joined me here today for this reading. Please do let me know your thoughts down below, just how well this reading has gone for you. And I'll be sure to see you again in one of my next readings. So with that being said, please do take care for now. Bye. Alright, my darlings who have picked pile number 2, the ice cream. This is going to be your reading in regards to a breakup that you've already had, or perhaps a connection that is on the verge of breaking up. So we're going to understand, what did they do to you? How did they make you feel in the relationship? Are they in regret? How are you feeling now? Advice. What is there to learn from this? And the bonus message of what will your next chapter be like? So let's first start off with, what did they do to you? So we have the Ace of Swords. Look at you, you're bursting with sparkly new ideas. So I'm seeing here that you are an innovator. You're somebody who has so many ideas, and I'm seeing that you have this enthusiasm and burst for life. And I'm seeing perhaps this is the type of person that shattered your dreams. They shattered your hopes and desires, because I'm seeing their own dreams and beliefs, they kind of played small with themselves. They kind of downplayed themselves. And I'm seeing here that even though that you had big goals and big dreams and aspirations, ideas and different concepts to life, they didn't really understand or begin to understand how they could get them, or how they could make it possible. And I'm also seeing that they may have hidden some kind of truth from you, and they weren't really honest with how they were dealing with you when it comes to the relationship. I'm seeing that there was some hidden and missing information, and you were definitely somebody that is a truth seeker. So perhaps whenever you requested information, or perhaps to check the phone, or perhaps to understand their whereabouts, perhaps they felt as though that you had a hidden agenda and you were trying to check up on them or trying to keep them under the radar. It just seems as though that their mind was clouded with negative thoughts that were not yours, and perhaps you may have absorbed a bit of their energy, taking on their negative concepts. And I'm just seeing here a constant battle of going back and forth like a tug of war. So it was like your opinion against theirs, their truth against yours, and no ending solution. It was like this constant back and forth. So I'm definitely seeing that they definitely misguided you when it comes to the relationship, and they weren't really as honest or as true as they could have been. I'm seeing that there was some hole in their energy to when it comes to them being a truth seeker. They withheld information from you, and they kind of just left you feeling as though you're clueless or you don't know what you're talking about. Okay, so this person definitely did not understand your perspectives and your ways of living. So how did they make you feel in the relationship? We have the patient witch. So learn to get comfortable with sitting still whenever necessary. So I'm definitely feeling like they left you at some sort of standstill. Okay, they left you always wondering and pondering more, like, when is this situation gonna change? Like, when are they gonna understand my perspective to things? When is our relationship gonna become a bit different? You are always in this mode of being patient and being allowing time for things to change. You were always wanting things to change, and I'm sensing that you had a lot of time on your hands in regards to allowing this person to commit to you in the way that you desire, or allowing this person to actually see exactly where you're coming from. Perhaps this person made you feel tired, they made you feel restless, they made you feel depleted when it comes to your energy. Okay, they did not make you feel as though you were their charm or you were living like the best life with them. They just made you feel as though life was on a constant routine, and it was definitely just stagnant. There was nothing moving forward in the ways where you wished and hoped. So let's see, are they in regret? we have the Seven of Cups. So not every great option you're given will be a great option for you. So they're kind of contemplating if they made the right decision or the right choice to be in this relationship, because I feel like this person has options or had options, and they're kind of thinking about if they made the right choice with progressing into relationship with you. I'm also seeing that they're definitely thinking about their actions as well. You know, if they made the right approach when it comes to talking to you, they're just trying to understand and clear their mind in regards to why there's just a constant battle of going back and forth. So I'm seeing that they're hoping that they've made the right choice, but again, I feel like they're just left in a state of confusion, and they're definitely feeling like they don't know what's to happen next. Okay, they're hoping and wishing that there's going to be a turnaround of events, or perhaps that there's going to be something new out there for them, because right now they're feeling hopeless. So how are you feeling now? So we have the World card. So it says, yay, you did it. Now do something to celebrate a job well done. So perhaps you feel like this is the end of a chapter to your life. This is the end of an era, and you are ready to close out this chapter and start off with something new. You are waiting for your life to be transformed, and you no longer want to hold back with your energy. You no longer want to pretend that everything is fine. You just want to go off to a new path or new journey where you are you. You are the best version of yourself, and you don't want to feel as though that you are withholding back your energy or withholding back yourself when it comes to relationship. You're either fully invested or you're out. There is no in between, because you know exactly what it is that you're desiring, because you know where your heart is, and you only want to go towards where your heart is going to be respected, it's going to be nurtured, and it's going to be well looked after. So I'm definitely seeing for you right now, you feel like you've got fresh breath air, and you feel like you are opening up your eyes to a new way of living, and perhaps a new possibility. I'm not sensing that you're excited to go into a new relationship right now, but you're excited to see what this next chapter of your life looks like. So what's the advice for you? We have the Two of Cups. So some people are like the pumpkin to your spice. So yeah, you're just ready to, you know, just meet people, but I'm seeing like on a friendship level. Like you're ready to go out there, put yourself out there again, and see, you know, the different people that are in the world, because you're wanting to understand now different ways of living, different concepts, and just exactly the type of person that fits well with you. You want to understand if you can meet your match, or if you can gel with somebody in the ways that you've been desiring. You want to see if you can match somebody that's on the same intelligence level as you, somebody that's got the same values as you, somebody that's got the same opinions as you, you know, somebody who's actually like your perfect match. That is the type of person that I'm seeing you want to provide, or you actually want to be around, because those are the type of people who's going to match your frequency, they're going to match your vibration, and they're going to match your energy. So you're ready to go off on a new quest and, you know, see who else is out there in the world, because perhaps this person may have been the only person that you've been used to, or the only person that you actually do know, and perhaps you may have spent a lot of time around them, so you kind of closed yourself off to meeting other people. So now I'm seeing it's now time for you to go out there and see exactly, you know, who's a match for you, or who is going to respect your values, respect your wishes, respect your vision, and see exactly, you know, the type of frequencies that are matching with this new you, okay, matching with the real you. So what is there to learn from this? So we have the Tower. So get ready, things are about to get shaken up. So I'm seeing here you are learning that it's important not to throw yourself into situations just head on. It's about you understanding the person, when you meet them and taking your time with it. Perhaps when you met this person, things got started very quick. There was a lot of passion ignited. Things went very fast, faster than you expected. So I'm seeing right now for you, you are learning to take your time with things and not just pick something because on the outside it just appears like it's good and like it's going to bring you comfort and your sense of happiness. You are willing to understand now, take time to understand somebody else in depth. Okay, understand what you're wanting in a connection and not allowing yourself to be just attracted to someone for what they're just putting out there at the forefront. You're understanding it's important to know somebody as a whole. I mean, we'll never really know everyone down to a T, but if we can learn at least 90% of them, then that's a bonus rather than learning 50-50. You know, it's just a risk, right? So we want to make sure that we are getting aligned with somebody who knows what they want in life and somebody who's not here to play around and somebody who actually takes their life serious. So let's see the bonus message with what will your next chapter be like. So we have the Mystic Meadow with Sanctuary. So yeah, your next chapter, you are definitely going to be finding your inner peace and you're going to be met with people who want to see you excel. Okay, this is definitely a time where you're going to be growing a lot. Okay, and you are going to be definitely replenishing your energy and you're going to have the necessary support to feel as though that you are in a connection where there is actual loving support and not support that's just thrown at you without any context or just to be right. Okay, I'm feeling as though that your next chapter is you and somebody else finding the voice of your soul. Okay, this is where you are going to be relaxing as well and perhaps taking the necessary time out for yourself to learn yourself again. Okay, to be comfortable in your own skin again, to be comfortable in your own energy and frequency, and to actually reanalyze, okay, you know, what is the type of energy that I can thrive in when it comes to a relationship or when it comes to a connection. All right, you want to make sure that your sanctuary is kept peaceful and nurtured at all times. Okay, there's constant compassion, there's constant kindness, and there's constant love. Not fear, not worry, not anxiety, not back and forth, not lies, not dishonesty, but actually something that is stable and something where progression in the most loving ways can be met. All right, so for those of you who have picked pile number 2, it was a pleasure and honor to be able to read for you today, my darling. Please do let me know your thoughts down below, just how well this reading has gone for you, and I'll be sure to see you again in one of my next readings. So with that being said, please do take care for now. Bye. Alright, my loves who have picked pile number 3, represented by the car, welcome to your reading. So darling, we're going to first find out, what did they do to you? How did they make you feel in the relationship? Are they in regret? How are you feeling now? Advice, and what is there to learn from this? And as a bonus, we'll have what will your next chapter be like? So I have your pre-shuffled cards here, so let's reveal the first section with what did I do to you? So we have the High Priestess. So when in doubt, your first gut feeling can always be trusted. Oh, okay. They definitely made you not trust yourself. Wow. You are someone who is very smart, you're very intelligent, you have psychic gifts, okay? If this person tried to tell you that you're not psychic and you're not intuitive and that you're just talking gibberish and that whatever you say or comes out of your mind is the society's standards, or that's just what women and men do, or that's just, you know, the way of life is. If this person tried to manipulate you emotionally, then they were doing it because they did not want you to trust yourself or to find out information. Because if you have intuition about something, or you have your gifts telling you something, and perhaps they may not be able to see it, or they may be able to see it, but in any case scenario, they are not trusting you. And that is because they don't trust themselves, they don't value the relationship, they don't value what you have to offer. Because if you're in a relationship with someone and you're repeatedly telling them something that keeps popping up in your mind, or it pops up in a dream, or it pops up on, you know, a vision when you're just relaxing, or, you know, you're starting to hear or see things, or when you're meditating or you're going outside, you're seeing certain signs about this person, this is telling you this thing for a reason. And when you're coming to your person and you're telling them this and they're disregarding it, this person, they don't actually genuinely care about what you have going on, because it's literally their way or the highway. It's like they want to be in a position of power, and they want to have all the authoritative status to make themselves look confident, look good, and make them feel as though they know what they're talking about. This is not the type of person that likes to reflect on things, or the type of person that likes to go deep, okay? This person is only surface level, and they are not ready to see what's beneath the surface or different perspectives to life. This is the type of person that wants you to be on their level or their wavelength. They do not want to hear what you have to say because they don't see physical evidence of what you're saying. They're just not willing to commit to understanding exactly where you're coming from, okay? This person cannot comprehend or begin to understand how your mind works, because they believe it's not real, or what you believe in is not real, that perhaps it's just conspiracy, or it's just the way life works. No, you are definitely somebody who has an on-point intuition, okay? Your gifts are real, and do not let anybody tell you that they're not, okay? They cannot see or feel what you do. So this person tried to downplay your intuition and your gut feelings and the way that you have received hidden information that perhaps they don't even know how you've been able to pick that up, okay? This person is scared of your gifts and your talents, and they do not want you to be able to find out certain information because it scares them. So let's see, how did they make you feel in the relationship? So we have the Empress. So there is beauty to be found in every experience. So you may be a mother, but if not, they made you feel like you always had to, you know, focus on other things and nurture yourself. There is the sense of you just being independent whilst you're in a relationship. Now, being independent in a relationship is fantastic, okay, because it means that you have your own space and they allow you to grow and to focus on other things that's apart from the relationship. But what causes the problem is when there's just independence in a relationship and that's it. There's no actually coming together, there's no commitment, there's no joining of context or energies or visions. This person left you feeling alone, as if you were the one that was putting in most of the love, the affection, the romance, you know, believing in that fairy tale kind of love. This person made you feel as though you had to separate or disconnect a certain part of yourself to feel good. Okay, they made you feel as though you were beautiful as well at the same time. They made you feel as though that you are somebody who is full of love, but at the same time, they did it in a way where it's not a part of the relationship. It's you on your own. It's full of love, full of happiness, full of patience, full of, the nourishment, full of nurturing harmony, right? But when it comes to the relationship and the context, they made you feel alone because they did not trust your inner gut instincts, okay? You know the mother's touch, you know the mother's instincts, you know the mothers know their child, right? This is the energy that you have, that mother instinct, but they did not trust you. They did not trust what you were saying for some reason. It was baffling. This is why it left you confused, because they know the type of person that you actually are, but then when you confront them about things that perhaps were hidden, there was just a state of denial. So I'm seeing that again, this pile as well, they kept you at arm's length and they made you just stay comfortable in the position that you are in. They did not want to bother you, and they wanted you to just make you feel as though that your world is perfect and fine, which it was alone. But then when it comes to relationship, there was nothing really contextual there. There was no nurturing, there was no love there. Okay, there may have been some empty promises and temporary satisfaction, but there was no actual depth and the passion. It was not there, because if it was there, we wouldn't have the high priestess. Okay, the high priestess is somebody who can see secrets, who can see intuition, who can use their dreams, to manifest things. This is somebody that can see the hidden world. So they did not allow you to see parts of their world, and that made you feel empty and alone, as if you were just a mother, or you were just the woman in the relationship. You weren't together, if that makes sense. So let's see, are they in regret? So we have the Ace of Cups. So it says, do you feel that in your heart that's potential, dear? So I'm not seeing regret, but what I'm seeing is they feel as though that they had love to offer you, and that they had some sort of value that was going to be beneficial to you. And I can see here that the energy was kind of minuscule, because the Ace of Cups is like the start of a new beginning, the start of a romance. And when we're on the start of a romance, we've got the butterflies, we've got the love, we've got the happiness, we've got the glow, right? Everything's going perfect. And then we move on, and then perhaps we may encompass the challenges and different perspectives, right? And that's where we grow and we develop, we communicate, we trust, we grow bigger together. But it seems as though that this person just offers you something small or something temporary in order for you to feel fulfilled in your life. Okay, this person does not want to reveal everything, so they feel as though if they just give you something to keep you quiet, then you're fine. And that is why they're not in regret, because they feel like they still offered you something anyway, right? Even if it is what you wanted or what you did not want, they gave you something, so it's like accept it or be miserable. So how are you feeling now? So we have Page of Pentacles. So when life gives you lemons, make enchanted lemonade. So I feel like you're ready to go on a new journey. Okay, you are definitely ready to have a new beginning, or start out, or try something new. You're ready to transmute, this pain or this suffering into something else. Okay, you're not allowing this person to get under your skin or to make you feel like you have no worth, because this person, she is making something. Okay, she's creating something, and that's because of her ideas, her intelligence, her intuition is guiding her to turn from one thing into something else that's going to be even more grander, even more bigger, even more valuable. So I'm seeing here you are going to be using your past pains and transmuting that into something perfect for yourself. You're not going to allow yourself to stay stuck. Perhaps you may be focusing on your business or focusing on your career, focusing on something that's actually bringing you some sort of satisfaction right now. Okay, you are not allowing this person to get under your skin or to be the center of your world right now, because you're recognizing that you have other things to focus on that's actually going to bring you some sort of results and bring you some sort of success. Okay, you are ready to be focused on your finances, your prosperity, and your material gain right now. So what's the advice for you? We have the Eight of Cups. So if your life feels dull, explore some new scenery. So yeah, you're definitely ready to walk away from this lifestyle and this connection, because you're recognizing that it's got no substance. It's not holding value. Okay, because if it did, then you wouldn't feel as though it's time to leave. The Eight of Cups, it talks about walking away, leaving behind your past emotions and going towards a new adventure, going towards your personal satisfaction, going towards calmer and quieter, more relaxing periods of your life. So this to me is saying it's definitely time for you to leave behind, okay, these past emotions, these past feelings, and go towards a new perspective to life. You're ready to leave this connection because it wasn't bringing you any substance, and you felt as though you always had to transmute this pain yourself, like you was working on your own team. So now you're ready to find your own emotional fulfillment where you don't have to worry about another person or how they're going to feel or what they're going to be up to. Now you're taking back your energy and you're taking back your power, and you're focusing back on your life and the things that are actually going to bring you some sort of fulfillment. So what is there to learn from this? We have the Four of Pentacles. So treat yourself to something shiny every now and again. So this is saying, put yourself first. Don't withhold yourself because of someone and their lack of understanding and their lack of accountability for their own mistakes, for their own ways of living. You must allow yourself to feel comfortable in your position and in a relationship. So this is saying that it's time for you to put yourself at the center of the focus. Okay, put yourself as the main character, not somebody who is in the background or somebody who is just a runner. You are someone who has value, you have substance, you have something to offer. Okay, so you have learned to put yourself first and to treat yourself nice. Okay, treat yourself as if you are the prized possession, not as if you are someone who is a backup or someone who, perhaps it would be nice to be treated in the future. No, put yourself out there as somebody who's well respected and somebody who knows themselves and somebody who knows exactly what they desire, because you desire to have all the nice new shiny things, the luxury, the love, the trust, the loyalty, the understanding, the compassion, the kindness. Okay, so you have learned that it's time to put the focus back on yourself and release this energy and this person because they are unwilling to commit and unwilling to understand exactly who you are as a person. All right, so what will your next chapter be like? So we have Raven, Spirit with the truth. So you will always be following your truth. Okay, you will always be following what lights your heart up inside. There's no more holding back. There is no more playing it small. There is no more trying to please others at the sake of your expense. No, it's about you right now, and it's about you finding your own inner truths to life and finding where you are going to prosper. I'm seeing that you are definitely going to be able to communicate more effectively in the future, and you're going to be able to be met with people who understand your truth, people who match your truth, people who match your values, people who match exactly the type of person that you are trying to be, without you having to hide behind a mask or hide behind a facade. It's about you being fearless and being confident in your own skin, okay? Being authentic and leading by example, all right? Even if other people choose not to believe in you or choose not to go down the path that you're on, you're understanding that that's fine and that's their own journey. You know, not everything has to be forced. You're recognizing that you are going to be aligned with the people who are matching your true authenticity and who are matching the type of energy that you are desiring to attract in your life. So, my darlings who have picked pile number 3, it was a pleasure and honor to be able to read for you today. Please do let me know your thoughts down below, just how well this reading has gone for you, and I'll be sure to see you again in one of my next readings. With that being said, please do take care for now. Bye.